On Friday, March 27th, KBLA Top 1580 belongs to the women.
Are you ready?
All day long, from 6 in the morning to midnight, the mic belongs to powerful, accomplished women, and we are not letting go. Nothing but the voices of women who inspire, challenge, and move us forward. It's the women of KBLA Talk 1580, sun up to sundown. I'm Dominique DePrima, and I'll anchor the day with a 3-hour live panel from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. on the state of black women in LA, followed by women talking to women all day long about the issues that matter most. Our hosts for the day include Jill Monroe, Adrian Shropshire, Dr. Melina Abdullah, Angela Reddick Wright, Raquel Graham, Angelique Francis, Tasha Thomas, Dr. Shalonda Crawford, Dion Raymond, and a couple of special guest hosts for the day that we'll be announcing soon. This is Women's History Month, and we're not just celebrating it, we're amplifying it. Join us Friday, March 27th on KBLA Talk 1580, where women take over all day, all night. Stay tuned to KBLA Talk 1580 and all of our socials for the rundown. You don't want to miss a single word. And happy Women's History Month from all of us at KBLA Talk 1580.
To my ladies,
you sure know how to work that.
Go.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss you. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams.
Reason and accountability.
The voice of reason.
How can your ego interfere with your ability to resolve conflict? When I was a special victims detective, I spent a lot of time talking to suspects who preyed on innocent people, especially children. And my friends would always ask, how can you sit across the table from monsters like that and avoid the urge to now reach across and take them out? The answer is, I didn't bring my ego into the room with me. See, my ego didn't ask the right questions. My ego was big, and it was prideful, and it was arrogant. If I let it, my ego would have me judge people for failing to live up to my values, all while attacking people who judged me for not living up to theirs. My ego wanted me to hold other people accountable for their misdeeds while neglecting to hold me accountable for my own. My ego didn't want me to acknowledge that at a basic level, the only difference between me and a narcissist was how I expressed my insecurity. My ego suffered from acute fragility. It told me I was strong when really I was weak, so any pushback and you'd probably see the worst in me. My ego tried to convince me that people could never change, that they would always be who they showed themselves to be, all while expecting other people to extend their grace to me so that I could grow and become all that I had hoped to be. My ego told me I was righteous, even when my actions proved not to be. My ego lied to me constantly. It told me that other people were lying to me when honestly they were just trying to be honest with me. No, I couldn't bring that ego into the room with me. So I had to choose to lead with humility and honesty and empathy. Ego, you have to let that go.
Hey, who is this, Andy? That's Ryan Dunlap. We play quite a few of his clips, but he was on one. Tonight's topic: be good for ego's sake. Listen, it's a tough topic. Eyeservice, Lipservice, Curbservice, performing for the ego. Is the ego in control of your relationships? Hour number 2, welcome forward. Listen, I got questions, and then we're going to talk to Valerie. If colonial slave masters attempted to equate obedience to themselves with obedience to Christ, could the ego, your ego, quietly attempt the same maneuver inside of your psyche? convincing you that protecting its narrative equals protecting the truth. Wow. When affection appears strongest under observation but weakest in private, does love operate, or does Eyeservice report for duty? Does ego secretly run relationships like a plantation economy? Extract admiration, punish dissent, and call the entire system respect? 1-800-920-1580. If your partner stops applauding your identity story, does your ego interpret disagreement as betrayal? I don't know who we talking to tonight, but somebody got to get in here and talk to us. We got Valerie on the line. Valerie, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Yes, I was just going to address some fear as I see it. In this agreement that I've made with my suitor supreme, it's not an aspect of myself that I do not like. It's an aspect of myself that is juvenile.
Ooh, come tell us the truth. That's why we love Valerie, because she gonna shoot from the hip. Go ahead, Valerie.
Okay, I know how to do what it is that he requires. I just need to practice. And I don't have an issue with tweaking it to his preferences. Not because I desire to be picked or I desire to be partnered, but because he deserves it. I deserve it. I am treated in a way that is awakening parts of myself that I thought were dead.
Now you've intrigued Precious. Precious is like, huh? Precious got something.
Precious got that down low.
She got something.
I picked up what you put down.
Yeah.
I understand. And I think that is beautiful. It sounds like you guys are in the intoxication phase of love, and all that's very sexy. I love that for you. Particularly knowing where you have freed yourself from and are now willing. I want to encourage you that when you sober up a little bit, also be willing to honor your authentic self as it's emerging under the conditioning of a new love. Honor yourself deeply.
Precious.
Yes.
This love is not new.
Ooh,
Okay.
Okay.
I was on the mountain.
Come on.
For 10 days of solitude, which in our first encounter, he opened that aspect. He awakened that spiritual side of me. And that reflection of our relationship that exploded. On the 7th and 9th day of silent retreat, meditation from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. with only breaks to eat, shower, and sleep. You don't even look at a person to eat.
Okay.
You live in solitude.
Okay, I'm just reflecting back when you said you were...
That relationship, that soul, we've been tied many lifetimes before, and it has always been destructive.
So this is something...
This time, it is not. And we are both aware of it and moving open. to the elevation. Okay. Our mothers have been friends since 1948.
Okay.
I slept in his crib. We know each other.
I'm not suggesting you don't. I'm not suggesting you don't.
It's deciding if we are ready to spiral upward on this incarnation.
Yes.
That's what we're about right now.
Okay. Yes.
All right. Listen.
Those are the things being awakened.
I'm going to tell you, for me, I'm rooting for you.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely rooting for you. You.
I'm rooting.
Yes.
But I will say, Precious laid something out. Openness to any possibility.
That's all. Yeah.
That's it. Just remain open.
In you.
And see, that's what, I think we talked about this before when we talk about the difference between detachment and non-attachment. Non-attachment is not focused on a particular outcome.
Or a person.
Right. It's perpetually present.
Absolutely.
Whereas detachment is kind of like a synonym or a euphemism for, I would say, indifference for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
People weaponize detachment. I'll just erase you. I'll just ghost you. I won't talk or think about, all of that. They just move on and they call it detachment.
Yeah.
But non-attachment is perpetually present.
Mm-hmm.
It's present, but it's not attached to any particular outcome. Mm-hmm. And I like the way Valerie worded it when she said, maybe this time around we will spiral upward. Mm-hmm. But you can't be the only one wanting that. And and we just want to make sure that it's not a performance-ship, right?
For your go ahead.
Yeah, for yourself. Yes.
Yeah, for yourself. People, I'm not condemning what you're experiencing. In fact, not at all, not by a long shot. I mean, and you could know someone all your life and then decide, we might be good together. Then that relationship would be new.
Right.
And you experience something. This is the will of God when you experience the intoxication phase.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have if you had any control over that, people would keep that button on all the time, right? But there is something to be said when it's those two legs get up out of the bed and we're dealing with, illness or new ideas or new directions. I always encourage you to choose yourself, to lead self, right, into whatever it is. So I applaud it. I think it's beautiful. Yeah. And I'm praying that this goes exceptionally well in that upward spiral.
Yeah, because I think the world is a better place when Sister Valerie is loving.
Yes, it sounds so good.
It sounds good to me. I felt like Saturday morning cartoons. It felt good. I ain't had it like that in a while. Sister Valerie.
Yeah.
We love you, girl.
Can I just say one thing?
Absolutely.
Yes.
The optimal word here is maybe.
Ooh. That is a beautiful word, Val.
Come on, Val.
That's a beautiful word. I love that.
Maybe. I love that.
And that's where we're leaning. We're both choosing to lean into maybe.
It's a beautiful place.
Yes. Maybe it's a nice place to visit.
Discovery.
Whatever we feel we'll experience by choice or not.
Yes.
Maybe it's a lot like Ojai. I'm just. You said it was a beautiful place.
Oh yes.
Get in the water.
Yes, lots of water over there, cliffs and all that good stuff. Yeah, hot springs.
Love you, Valerie. Guess what you just did?
I brought LA into the building and TMI.
You already know. No. This is your space, honey.
Yes.
You get to do what you do.
You are a girl.
We love Valerie. Hey, Valerie brought Los Angeles in the building. Now it's up to you to bring your city in the building. All you got to do is call us at 1-800-920-1580. Precious.
Yo.
This is a tough topic.
You know, it is challenging because you have to be able to see yourself in the midst of it, right? And couples fall in and out of love, which is also a part of the divine design, because in that sobering state, you're able to assess versus just feel. But assessing doesn't mean doing. It also includes being. Right? Authentically, the emergence of what that love has done, you being under the influence of that yumminess now looks like what for you?
Ugh.
It's work, but it don't have to be hard. It don't have to be.
It don't, but sometimes it is, Precious.
It's challenging, but like I said, it's our resistance to it, right? And the challenging part where the ego comes in is because the ego is an invisible, low-flying bird. It flies under the radar, right? And it usually sweeps us up into wanting destination addiction and victimhood and righteousness, instead of calling you inward like the Spirit does with compassion. And lack of judgment and the emergence. So the truth about how I'm going to show up for you in relationship is, I don't know.
Yeah. I got some new connotations for you. Slang words.
Oh, I love it.
Slang words, just made up words. Let's get them out into the internet.
Let's do it.
Right? Into social media. Ego servitude, as one word. When a relationship turns emotional labor, right, for someone's ego, right? You're not loving them. You're living in ego servitude. That's ego plus servitude. Internal authority domination. Performative attachment. Performative attachment, when affection exists mainly for appearance rather than emotional bonding. The relationship got performative attachment written all over it. Ugh. Admiration dependency. Right. Admiration dependency. When someone cannot feel loved unless they are constantly praised. That ain't love addiction. That's admiration dependency. Validation plus addiction. Narrative authority syndrome. Oh, Lord. Narrative authority.
Come on, good doctor.
Syndrome. When we come forward, I'm going to give you the rest of it.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be 1,000,000 miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being 1,000,000 miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. 10 Toes In serves as a mentorship and domestic violence prevention program. They support, educate, and empower couples during and after incarceration. They assist male returning citizens to re-enter society successfully and to help them maintain a healthy relationship with their romantic partner. They offer a mentorship support group for formerly incarcerated men. 10 Toes In teaches its Intimate Relationships 101 curriculum at male prisons throughout the state of California. They host sister support group meetings for women who are intimately involved with incarcerated and formerly incarcerated men. 10 Toes In is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. To access their services or make a donation, please visit them online at 10toesin.org or find them on Facebook or Instagram. They are healing lives through relationships. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
All the women who independent, throw your hands up at me.
This March, we're turning up the volume on the women who changed everything. KBLA Talk 1580 is proud to celebrate Women's History Month, honoring the trailblazers, truth tellers, and game changers who shaped our world, our culture, and our community. From the freedom fighters to the firsts, from the boardroom to the front lines, from the unsung to the unforgettable. All month long, we're celebrating the stories, the voices, and the conversations that remind us that women, Black women, have always led the way. Don't miss a moment. This is our moment. This is our story. Stay tuned to KBLA Talk 1580, Los Angeles' home for the conversations that matter.
I'm your girl, you're my girl, we're your girls. Won't you know that we love you?
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA
and
Talk
bass up the track a
1580.
little bit, because I'm here. I want to hear that boobs, boobs. You know what I'm saying? Now who got the flame that comes to dime a dozen that keeps them buzzing, thinking that they fat when they bustin'? Welcome to the world of Mac, or Mac. Do you small like saying that you them shit like packs on? I'm incredible. Better eat your best one, cuz I does what I do. I fake the roof off the soft sucker, super smacking, knocking, full effect, mic check 1, 2. I'm a rain forever, rain like bad weather, rain like whoever never. You can't bite my style, cause my style ain't a style, that is a style, so I can go buck wild. Bet you figured you got more funk for flow, it ain't so. Flavor in your ear that you know. Now I'm about a second from the hook, look, strap your rap book. Before you get your wet style shook, can I get down? Get on down. Can I get down? Get on down.
How do you ask for a woman of value and get mad when she comes with standards? Let's be real. Anything of real value only holds its value because of its standards. This is what happens. We get stuck with propaganda, the system, and peer pressure, and it turns us out until we're operating 100% in lust. While we're in lust, you're only thinking with one body part, the one that doesn't think, it reacts. So now you're training yourself to go after the low-hanging fruit, the ones who's easy, the ones who are always available. Not recognizing every low-effort interaction, every shortcut you take, every time you settle because it's easy, you're building a mindset that says this is normal. But let me give you perspective. By the time something real shows up, your reality will have no room for standards. Because you've been rehearsing convenience for so long, effort is going to feel offensive. And once you realize you have to change something that the others were willing to put up with, you start resenting the ones who actually hold you to it. And the problem with this is you've conditioned your mind to think standards are optional because you've only dealt with women who dropped theirs to keep you. And now your ego has been fed so much by low-hanging fruit, you believe that your bare minimum should be someone's blessing. And since that low fruit has been so easy to obtain, you think a full meal is unreasonable. And before you break a tongue muscle to insult me, ask yourself if you're actually offended or do you feel exposed?
That's Javon. Hey, I ain't mad at Javon, man.
I mean, it happens. It happens.
Yeah. My daughter said, not a tongue muscle.
I got stuck there too. I want to know about that.
Hey, the voice of reason, always pushing the conversation forward, man.
Always.
Again, are you doing things so you can stay in good standing with your ego? The things you do in your relationships.
Yeah, a lot of people are. That's just facts. You know, and talking about it is a way of breaking through that occurrence. It brings us talking about it today with the callers and the people in the chat, who, by the way, are
out of here. They on fire. They giving gifts.
It's so good. You guys got to join us on TikTok one day. But talking about it brings it to the awareness. So you can start to, in your own personal life, ask, is this me? Am I doing that? Chances are, if you feel triggered by this or defensive about it, then you probably are. You know, I definitely have been guilty of these things at some point. You know, in my marriage, I was guilty of some of these things. You know, and he would say to me sometimes, "You don't like me," and I would just respond, "I'm married to you."
Wow.
Because he was right.
You know, at the end of the day, he was right upon further investigation.
Yeah, he was right.
Wow.
Yeah.
We got to fight these things, though. These concepts, right? Narrative authority syndrome. NAS. Not NAS.
Yeah.
Narrative authority syndrome. When someone protects their self-story more aggressively than they pursue the truth. Yeah. Every argument with them turns into narrative authority syndrome. NAS, ego narrative control. Listen, relationship going to expose you anyway.
Yeah, it is.
And it's going to expose the holes in the logic that built the narrative. So why not just stand up as yourself? That's a difficult thing for many people to do. What about persona compliance disorder?
Okay.
I'm gonna put a new one in the DSM one day. I gotta wait till I get the doctorate. But persona compliance disorder. Persona compliance disorder, expecting others to cooperate with the public mask you present to the world.
Man.
They don't want honesty. They want persona compliance.
Man.
Comply with my mask.
We see this a lot in church.
Capitulate to my mask. Bend the knee to my makeup. Ooh. Are you in a relationship? This is Jungian persona reinforcement here. And terms that sound like street slang, but maybe they're not. Ego hustler.
That's a cold little term right there.
Ego hustler. When someone runs the relationship like a hustle for admiration. What? You with an ego hustler? They running you on the blade. And you better bring them back. You better bring them their admiration. Listen, when we come forward, me and Precious gonna keep cooking.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. The White House says U.S. ground troops are not planned as Operation Epic Fury against Iran continues. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says Iran is being weakened and claims the operation ends what she calls years of appeasement.
There's many leaders in the past who like to take options off of the table without having a full understanding of how things could develop.
She also confirmed President Trump will oversee the transfer of 6 American service members killed in the mission and offered condolences to their families. The first debate in the Los Angeles mayoral race is set for March 23rd at LA Center Studios. 3 candidates have confirmed, but Black Mayor Karen Bass and Spencer Pratt have not. The primary election is June 2nd. And Gayle King has agreed to sign a deal with CBS News to remain co-host of CBS Mornings. Financial terms were not disclosed, but her future had been uncertain amid cost-cutting rumors. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Visit the new Hard Rock Casino Tejon for the Kilo of Gold giveaway. Drawings every Thursday in February. Visit Hard Rock Casino Tejon, the easiest drive from downtown LA. The excitement starts here at the new Hard Rock Casino Tejon.
They say time flies when you're having fun. The founding members cohort of The Art of Conversation is almost over. Hard to believe. It's been a joy sharing what I've discovered after nearly 40 years of conversations with presidents, cultural icons, and game changers in every field of human endeavor. If you missed the first cohort, the good news is that we're already planning the next one. Now, the seats will be limited, and those on our waiting list will receive exclusive early access and special discounts not available to the general public. So, if you are ready to transform the way you connect, lead, and build trust, do not hesitate. Go to TavishTalks.com and join the waiting list today. That's TavishTalks.com. The next cohort is coming. Make sure you are in the room. I'm Tavish Smiley, and I hope to see you there.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 joins you in standing for voting rights. The midterm election campaign season is here now. The 2028 presidential election is right around the corner. When We All Vote is a leading national nonpartisan initiative on a mission to change the culture around voting and to increase participation in each and every election by helping to close the race and age gap. Created by Michelle Obama, When We All Vote brings together individuals, institutions, brands, and organizations to register new voters across the country and advance civic education for the entire family and voters of every age to build an informed and engaged electorate for today and generations to come. When We All Vote empowers their supporters and volunteers to take action through voting, advocating for their rights, and holding their elected officials accountable. It's all in for 2026 and 2028. Please visit whenweallvote.org to stand up for your rights, voting rights. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu, the daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Lena Bloom for the Bail Project.
Imagine you're stuck in a jail cell and you can't afford bail and someone offers you a way out. Just plead guilty and you can go home and kiss your kids goodnight. What do you do? What thousands have. You plead guilty whether you are or not. Cash bail makes poverty a crime. That's why the Bail Project helps those who can't afford it while fighting to end cash bail. Because freedom should be free.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
how do I take my power back? How do I stop trying to be seen? And how do I stop feeling guilty because XYZ situation? And this is where I ask myself, and I use the example of relationships, because when we're in romantic relationships, it's easier to identify what's wrong and who's the reason for it, usually an external thing, right? But if I'm in a relationship with a partner, let's say, okay, partner A, partner B, and I have this expectation that anytime I'm dysregulated or spiraling, this person is going to see me, this person is going to free me from the experience of guilt, this person is going to free me from panic, free me from discomfort, right? They're gonna see me, because what ends up happening is these people had families that they grew up in, and they start reenacting what that dynamic was when they grew up in it. Okay, they come in here with these unconscious contracts. You're gonna see me, you're gonna see me, and when they don't do it, they're the problem, okay? Who was seeing you when y'all were single? Who was freeing you from guilt when you were single? Who was freeing you from your panic or your distress or your discomfort when you were single? Who was doing that work? Why does it change and become the partner's responsibility when you become a unit? That's my challenging question. Because if you are out here alone, single, no parent, because you're the inner child, no one's parenting you, and then there's this unconscious contract that you probably did not tell the partner, let them read the terms and conditions. You get into the dynamic, and when they don't meet your expectation, conflict. If I'm single, it is my job to regulate myself. It is my job to release myself from the binds of the contract from my family line or my upbringing, my conditioning, my adaptations, my survival skills. Okay? Some of us think we're healed because we're alone and we live a nice little alone life, or we're single. When really, now you're with somebody, now you're faced with all of those triggers that were rooted in your familiar past. And now you're making it your partner's responsibility to reparent them. Meanwhile, when you were single, you was just out here for the streets, not doing any work.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hey, who is that, Andy? Hey, it's Sav, because Sav on Instagram, yo, she flamethrowing. She described perfectly my new definition for approvalism.
Okay.
Living emotionally dependent on applause from others. And when you don't get it, you jump into curbanity. Oh, curbanity. Who want a piece of curbanity? Curbanity, the habit of discarding partners once they stop performing admiration. Get them, Precious!
You know, I'm loving this topic because it reminds me of when you see, and I mentioned it earlier, like the pastor gets caught for cheating.
Right.
Or the relationship guru gets caught for being a hypocrite. He's out here doing all the things that he's telling women they should be running away from. It's the performative piece because it gets you the attention. It's the performative piece because this is the way it's supposed to be.
Right.
And that's the ego.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. If you don't preach or teach something that you don't believe in, if you believe in it, your words should match your energy, your action, right? But because people have a need to be accepted, have a need to be applauded, have a need to get the likes, they will pretend to be something that they're not.
Right.
And people do it in relationships. Your partner is not responsible for your emotional well-being. You are. What the sister was saying as we were coming in from the break is spot on the money.
Spot on.
If my world is falling down, sure, I would love that comfort and everything, but you yourself have to do the work.
So I got a question for you.
Yes, ask.
Does our ego interpret accountability as oppression?
State that in another way.
In general, the way our ego is set up,
yes,
does it interpret accountability as a type of oppression or a threat?
A lot of times.
Yeah.
This is why people get defensive. You know, if it's not true, then why am I so bothered?
Why am I still bothered?
Why am I so bothered? If what you're saying or what you're doing, if you perceive me to be selfish, like if you tell me, Precious, you're selfish, you're a bully, I apologize that the way I show up makes you feel that way. But
see, that's for you, Leroy. Leroy, that's for you. I apologize that the way I show up triggers your little spirit over there. Come back in here, Leroy.
Come on now, but I'm not apologizing for now, and I leave it there because everything else, that's my business. It doesn't mean that I agree with you or that I'm wrong for how I showed up. But perhaps it's not in a way that you can feel. But that's for you to deal with. Because when you deliver a personal apology, then they're left with their feelings. Now you go handle that. Take care of yourself.
Nah, but in all honesty, truthfully, Leroy is probably one of the most well-read.
Oh, of course.
Right? Insightful callers that we have on the Voice of Reason. And when he gets on a bender where he's dropping science, it's nothing like it. We appreciate Leroy greatly.
Always.
We got Attila from Houston, Texas on the line. Yo, Attila, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
What up, though? I'm ready for questions.
Oh,
how y'all doing?
You wanna face some
like,
questions?
Let's go.
Yes. Let's go.
Are you really ready for your uncle's questions?
Man, if you don't come up, let's go.
Hold tight then. When we come forward, the home run derby with my niece. Let's see if she can knock these questions out of the park with some really sound, powerful, profound answers when we come forward.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Getting around LA doesn't have to cost a lot. Metro has fares that fit every budget. 20 free rides for qualified riders through the Life Fare program. Free passes for students with GoPass and affordable options for everyone in between. Wherever you're going, Metro's got you covered. Visit metro.net/fare programs.
Not everything announces itself. Some things simply arrive, and the room is compelled to adjust. This is grooming without apology, without noise, without compromise. Gods and money, organic formulations, clean precision, crafted for skin that does not ask for permission to be felt. Element Cream, a rare hydration layered like an oud at dusk, measured, enduring, unmistakably masculine, moisturizing oil, a quiet revolution, restoring what stress, climate, and time attempts to claim. This is not skincare. It is composure made visible. It is inevitability. Gods and money exist impeccably. Discover the ritual at godsandmoney.com. That's godsandmoney, MONY.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Time
Tired of being locked out of job opportunities and shut down by systemic racism? KBLA Talk 1580 stands with you in fighting for the rights of black workers, and we don't black down. The Los Angeles Black Workers Center is a dynamic alliance of workers, organized labor, community-based organizations, clergy, students, and scholars working collectively to improve the position of the black working class. The LA Black Workers Center takes a comprehensive approach to addressing the black jobs crisis. Their programs promote access to quality jobs, racial equity in hiring and retention, discrimination-free job sites, and they prepare black workers for employment in high-wage career track jobs. The LA Black Workers Center supports workers who need help protecting their rights on the job. They give workers access to quality jobs and remove systemic barriers to employment. And they are advocating for a fair deal for black workers in the new Los Angeles City Charter. To sign up for free career readiness training, get involved in organizing, or learn about union apprenticeship programs and trade registries, please visit lablackworkercenter.org. That's lablackworkercenter.org. Together, we can beat the black jobs crisis and build a more equitable Los Angeles. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. You gonna go Levert? Pop. Are we gonna do a versus? Andy, don't battle me with my own records, Andy. Ooh, that's a cold record.
Never stop missing him.
But you know what I would play? You ready? Let's. What do you think is a better record? This record? This is a cold record. This record is almost unbeatable. What about Love is a House? Force MDs.
I'm gonna have to go with Levert. I said what I said when I said it.
Yeah.
This is a bop, though.
Come on. Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis.
Oh, it's a bop.
Yikes.
The Levert is still Levert.
Yeah, there's levels right here.
Yeah, Levert.
Hey.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the VOR, the voice of reason. I'm just going to skip right to my niece, man. Let's just get her in here.
Get in there.
She wants to answer some questions. I love it. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, home run derby. Let's go. Does your ego, recruit spiritual language the same way historical power structures recruited scripture to justify its dominance?
Come on now.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. You mean me personally, or you mean like in general?
You. Now, because I mean,
sure
in general, it's
before.
easy.
Sure.
You know it's easy.
Yeah, I'm sure I have done that before. Yeah, absolutely. Especially like if there's a imbalance, meaning like let's say I'm quote unquote more spiritual than the other person. Yes.
Is it possible to be more spiritual than another person?
No, it's the perception. I think that your ego can give you a perception that you have more spiritual knowledge than you actually do, especially when it's something you don't really want to acknowledge. But that's been my experience.
Does spirituality compare at all?
It shouldn't, no. I think that ultimately we're all the same. Like, we're all trying to get to a certain, I shouldn't say get to a certain place, but reach a certain level of understanding in a sense when we're in relationship with one another. And when your ego is in the way, you have disagreements.
So,
and unfortunately, you know, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, if you see a so-called spiritual person comparing themselves to someone else, they just have more work to do.
See what I'll say is when a person is in a more spiritually awakened state, they're typically silent about that.
Yes.
They're not like, well, I've been practicing for 25 years and you just got in the game. It don't take time. It take alignment.
You just read a pamphlet. You gonna come in here and try to preach to me?
Well, I was going to say the other side of that, though, too, I feel like, again, when you hit a nerve on somebody, right? Like, I'll give you an example. Like, if there's an age difference, because I've seen this with my parents, like, you know, I'm much older than you, I'm wiser than you. And while I'm thinking to myself, like, okay.
But what if my spirit is older?
You're older than me, but you got it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not to be disrespectful, but I'm like, how are you older than me, but you ain't? Okay, all right, cool.
I'm your great-grandfather. I'm back. Now sit down. Sit down.
Like in a real sense, I'm like, okay. I mean, but then it just kind of made me reflect on myself. I'm like, you know, how do I do this to other people? But I would say that is the key there.
So I got more. When conflict activates, does curiosity survive, or does ego escalate the authority structure in the relationship? Do you stay curious when conflict activates?
I do now. But I think that's because I'm more curious about how I, you know, respond and why I may get triggered or react in certain ways.
And that's the way to be, Atala. Yeah. That's it right there.
Because I'll be like, why did I respond like that? Or why did I say that? But I think the only reason why I've gotten or have been able to get to that point is because I don't have shame. Like, when you have shame, your curiosity is dwindles.
Say when you don't have... What's the word?
When you don't have shame. She said your curiosity dwindles when you don't have shame.
I said when you do.
When you do
when
have,
you
shame.
have shame.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right.
Okay.
I thought
when
I heard
you're
it that
shameful,
because
when you're shameful, you don't have curiosity. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, I got more. How often does your ego disguise insecurity as standards? Boundaries.
Not that often anymore.
So
I'm a lot more open than I think I used to be. But also I recognize that, like, it really doesn't matter what my standards are, because somebody might have a totally different point of view, right? It's just a matter of, do I want to stay in this or not? And if the answer is no, I'm a bounce.
Okay, I got another slapper. If you're ready.
Yes.
If you're ready.
Yes, I love this. Come on now, let's go.
Okay, cool, niece. If ego thrives on admiration, does it quietly sabotage intimacy because intimacy reveals your imperfection?
I would say yes, absolutely, 100%. What's odd is, like, those two things can happen, I think, like, at the same time, if that makes sense, like in tandem.
You
can do both.
She
that's
actually
fearful avoidance.
She says she's
like, that's fearful avoidance. Like I think that's one of the things I realized, like, with that fearful avoidant attachment style, is that's what that is. It's sabotage while also being, like, hidden, if you will, like hiding your ego.
I got one for Precious.
Oh.
Are you ready, Precious?
Yes.
Does ego confuse respect with compliance?
Sometimes. Sometimes. Because if it is the ego, it is going to require compliance as respect. Right? It means that you agree. Spiritually speaking, it's not about right or wrong. It's about the way things are. Right? And so that's where that curiosity piece comes in. Instead of allowing your trigger to cause you to take action, your spirit will cause you to be more curious about why there's difference here and what is the perspective of your partner, right? But the ego has one thing that it's seeking, is to be right, to be heard, to be seen,
admired,
right?
Acknowledged,
to be exalted, right? It's your spirit is calling you to be, not do. So when you are in the face of difference and there's something you don't like, be still.
Okay, got two more questions, and this is the lightning round. Let's get it done. How many apologies function as lip service strategies designed to restore one's image rather than repair the harm they've caused? That's for both of
More
y'all.
often
We're
than
gonna go.
not.
We're gonna go
More
with
often
Precious.
than not.
Can you repair the harm that you've caused? I would start there because apologizing and then the best apology is changed behavior, right? But is it performative or not? So that's a little loaded to put at the end.
Wait, so can we flip it instead of saying changed behavior? Can we say changed consciousness is the best apology?
Yes, but see, if you're going to change the consciousness, the apology you owe is not to the other person, it is to yourself.
Ooh, that's why TD Jakes said you don't get away when you hurt somebody.
Come on now.
Hey. Okay, your response, Attila, get in here.
I mean, I don't really have anything to add. I completely agree. I think more often than not, we are going to apologize from a state of ego because you probably made the offense in a state of ego.
All right. Well, then I got a standalone question for you.
Who?
Attila. Because Precious knocked that one out the park. Okay, your standalone question right here, lightning round. When someone stops performing admiration, does your ego initiate an emotional eviction?
Ooh.
No.
Not anymore?
No.
Or no?
No.
Never?
I don't. No, not at all. Not really. No. Because I think part of that is because I don't expect admiration. I think it's nice as it comes. It's taken me a while to get to a place where I'm even comfortable with people admiring me. You know what I mean? Like that, I don't ever really seek that. So for me, it's kind of the opposite, if it makes sense.
I used to get high off of it Monday through Sunday.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Niecy Pooh, guess what you just did?
I brought Houston in the building.
Houston, Texas is in the building. We
H-Town.
appreciate it. That lightning round was crazy. Let me just say, y'all got to go support my sister, my friend. Man, Precious McGill.
Yes.
Where do they follow you? How do they support you?
The easiest and best way to find me is at withprecious.com. You can also find me on IG at phenomenal_change, or you can find me on Facebook at Phenomenal Change.
I love it. I'm the voice of reason, Zoe Williams, and you know what it is. We start the conversation. It's up to you
to finish it.
Yes, sir. Y'all enjoy this Altadena album real quick. Get some of this beat in your spirit.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm